Hi, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Welcome everybody in this pre-Thanksgiving live broadcast. I'm glad that everybody could show up. At the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we do Mexico videos. We travel Mexico. We go to Mexico, big cities, small towns, parks, rivers, lakes, oceans, museums, churches. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and here we celebrate living in Mexico. Expats in Mexico. We got a lot of people in the house today. I'm glad that Jack Webb could make it. He was out trying to find whatever an FOB is, trying to find that. Julia Moore, her first time joining us live. Welcome, Julia. Of course, CMT 63 in the house from sunny Florida, eating oranges and drinking orange juice. Brian Maiden. Good morning, Bill and Teresa from cool Winnipeg. I hope it's not too cool. Eric Drews is in the house. Thanks for showing up. Oh, Eric Drews. Okay, I'm going to talk about Eric in a minute. Tom D is in the house. Linda Burns is in the house from sunny Arizona. This is a good time to live in Arizona right now and at the end of November. Dave Hayden is in the house. Good morning from rainy Portland, Oregon. Thanks everybody for showing up. James Smith in the house. My wife Teresa de Anda is in the house. Let me get back to Senor Mexico. A remote key for opening your car. Oh, that's bad, Jack. Senior Mexico in the house. Buenos dias from Baltimore. We have Florida in the house. We have Winnipeg in the house. We have Baltimore in the house, and James R. from Las Vegas is in the house, and Rena ready to start packing. They're starting to pack. People are coming on down to Mexico. Well, come on down. We've got a lot to cover today, a lot going on. I've got about 15 video clips to share with you about these are all about Mazatlan. Of course, let me just get it out of the way. Let me get it out of the way now. If you're in Puerto Vallarta and you get sick, call Teresa's son-in-law, Aurelio. He will come to your hotel, to your apartment, to your house for like 300 pesos. That's $15. He will fix you up. And for you people that are dealing with this right here, this is why I moved to Mexico. I love Mexico because we don't get this in Mexico. You people in Florida and Arizona can appreciate this. But let's do a weather report here. This time of year in Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala, Jocotepec, it's a little chilly. When I got up this morning at 7 o'clock a.m., it was 57 degrees. And houses here, I can't speak for all of Mexico, but in Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Chapala, all the houses are made of brick and cement, and they don't have heating systems. So if it's 57 degrees all night, the house maintains that coolness, and it can be a bit chilly. And we sleep under like 3 blankets. We walk around with sweatshirts on in the daytime on the house. It will go up to 72 degrees. So, but in Winnipeg, 57 is better than like 23, so it's pretty good. But that's the weather report for today. We got up at 3:30 in the morning, Thursday morning, and we watched the eclipse. It was awesome. It lasted like 4 hours. We only caught like a half an hour, but the eclipse was awesome. And as we were sitting out in the backyard in our lawn chairs, it hit me that we could see thousands of stars because the climate is so clean in the Chapala area. Chapala is ranked number 1 or number 2 best climate in the world, and the sky is clean. Not true in Guadalajara, not true in Puerto Vallarta, but in Chapala, Ajijic area, you can see stars. We could clearly see the eclipse, and it was awesome. Let's see who else is in the house today. Ooh, Shelly Casto from Ohio. Shelly Casto, I hope you're a Buckeye fan, because I am. And the Buckeyes play Michigan State today. And hopefully Ohio State can beat Michigan State. But Shelly, happy that you're here. Kathy, good morning from Spokane, Washington. Good to have you again, Kathy. Bruce McKenzie is back from Yosemite, folks. Right on, Bruce. Alex Nozal. You have Alex from Canada in the house as well. All right, Canada is in the house. Paul Lou, present. Senor Mexico. Great. Mazatlan Villa on my list to consider for retirement. Paul Lou, southern Minnesota doesn't have snow, but it's 37 degrees. That's chilly. 57 degrees, Brian, is t-shirt weather. Eric Drews. Oh, I'm happy I brought my Pendleton wavy wool blanket with me. Eric Drews has been cranking out the videos. You need to check out his channel because he has really good content. He has his latest video. I didn't write it down, but his latest video just came out like 12 hours ago. It's in the description below. I've got a lot of stuff in my description below. I've got my personal email. I have a link to Doctors at Home down there. I have a link to my immigration attorneys down there. I have a link to Doctors at Home down there. But I have links to Eric Drew's latest video, just came out like 12 hours ago. And Eric Drew's, just about 2 weeks ago, he only had 126 subscribers. Now he's up to like 261 subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized on YouTube. So help Eric out, visit his channel, and subscribe and check out his video. Give him some watch time. Okay, let's see what's going on. Julia Moore, thinking about visiting for a month, no car. Any suggestions on what area to look for that would be walkable, peaceful, and quiet for us seniors? Julia, okay. Yeah, go Buckeyes. Alex says, go Buckeyes. Okay, Julia, that's kind of that's a loaded question, Julia. You're coming for a month. Walkable place, peaceful place. And you guys know this. Like, I fall in love with everywhere that I visit in Mexico. But I think a very non-challenging place for your first visit to Mexico, and you're going to be here for a month, would be to go to Ajijic. Ajijic is kind of like a hippie town for seniors, people over 65. It's very safe. Down in the description below is a link to this guy named Fernando. And Fernando, he can drive you around. He can pick you up at the airport. He can give you a tour. But also, he manages one of the best Airbnbs in the Ajijic area. But I would suggest staying in Ajijic, find an Airbnb, and find somewhere. Find a place close to rent or to like hotel or something near the Lake Chapala Society. And if you can walk to the Lake Chapala Society within 2 or 3 blocks, then you can start meeting people and you can speak English. It's a very good English speaking town. But I tell you what, if you come to Ajijic and stay there, it's very friendly, lots of little shops, lots of places to eat. You can meet people, you can ask people questions, but take the tour. I've been putting up these Mazatlan videos. It's a tour of Reina del Mar Airbnb in Mazatlan, owned by Robert and Sherry. Robert has a little dildo shop in Ajijic. He's not a pervert. He never talks about that. That's his shop. Okay, I don't understand it. But in the description below, you can contact Sherry and book the Mazatlan Airbnb trip. It's a 5-night trip, and then you can see a whole different part of Mexico. I like Mazatlan way more than Puerto Vallarta. And after seeing Mazatlan, I think that Puerto Vallarta is way overrated. They are two totally separate environments, totally different type of people. But Julia, fly into Guadalajara, then you are only like a 20-minute cab ride from Ajijic. If you're going to be here for a month, take a 1-week tour through Mazatlan, because Mazatlan is fabulous. It's safe, it's walkable, and it's affordable. Julia, that is my advice. Okay, Jack Webb. Eric Drews does have a good content. Can't wait to meet him as well. Alex, I heard that the cartels are active in Chapala. Is this something Westerners should be concerned about? Alex, that's a very good question. And as some people may know, somewhere in Mexico, it's like the cartel was having, two cartels were having a battle are having a battle with one another. And they hung like 4 people from a bridge, like lynched. They crucified people. The cartel is all over Mexico. About a year ago, a quarter of a mile away from where we live in this closed, gated community, 4 young men who were buying drugs from the cartel, they got upset with the cartel, so the cartel killed them. I heard the gunshots at 2 a.m. The thing with the cartel or the cartel groups, they don't mess with regular people. They only mess with each other. So if you get involved with drugs or prostitution, or if you're out in the middle of the night, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to find drugs, or if you buy some drugs and you don't pay the guy from the cartel, you can get killed. But I've been here 16 years. I've never had any problem with cartel. I don't know any cartel people. So for Westerners, if you just mind your own business and stay away from drugs, and you don't hook up with some cartel members that want you to carry $10,000 in cash in a suitcase to the United States. When I first got to Mexico, there was a guy, he looked really shady, and he would collect my rent in Puerto Vallarta. That was my first year. One time he asked me, he seemed really shady, but he said, if you ever want to carry $10,000 in a suitcase to the United States, I can pay you to help me get that done. Well, okay, it was going to be good money too, but something told me that was fishy. So to answer your question, if you just stay away from shady people, I think that you will be fine. Danita Price, good rising. Bill and Teresa, love your Mazatlan videos. Thank you very much, Danita. Linda, hey, Eric and Julio. You're welcome. You're super welcome, Eric. Always, you're super welcome. Your videos are great. James Smith, hi, Bill. Do you have your health insurance person's email here? I have not put Veronica's email in the description below. Email me directly. My email address is in the description, and I can give you Veronica's email address. Now, this week, James Smith, hi, Bill. Okay. Dave Hayden, be aware of the roads and sidewalks are very challenging. Okay. In Ajijic. Yeah, in Ajijic. It depends on how physically challenged you are. I'll be doing a 30-minute video very soon. We had about accessibility issues in Ajijic versus Mazatlan. We had a woman on the trip with us going while we were in Mazatlan, and she used a walker with wheels on it, and she had to be very careful. In Mazatlan, she didn't have a problem. In Ajijic, she says it's a real challenge getting around because of the cobblestone streets, and I'm going to say flat out that Ajijic is not, if you're handicap challenged, or if you're in a wheelchair, forget about it. If you're on a walker with wheels, we're going to cover all those issues in this video. Her name is Pat. That video is soon to come. Okay, Axel. That's what I thought. It's same area everywhere. If you avoid trouble, the troubles avoid you. That is, Alex, that is an excellent comment. You hang around with bad people, they're going to pull you into the sink, under the bus, whatever you want to call it. Danita, can you tell us about the guy who drowned in Lake Chapala? Danita, that's the first time I've heard about that. Funny story, though, talking about drowning in Chapala. Teresa has a friend who used to own a house right down the street. Her name is Yolanda, and she's like 92 years old. Her mind is totally good. She does yoga every day. She has no body fat. I mean, if you look, she's 92. If you looked at her, you would think maybe she's like 68, okay? And she's super intelligent, speaks several languages. And Teresa was with her and a group of her friends, and they were talking about this and that, and some guy did something wrong to one of her friends. And Yolanda just point blank said, well, it sounds like it's time for him to just take a trip to the lake. So, and this lady is a older, 92-year-old sweet lady, okay? But even she knows that if the money's right, you can disappear into the lake or somewhere else, but I guess that can happen anywhere. Jackie Everett, what can I do during a week visit to Ajijic? Jackie, in 1 week in Ajijic, first of all, I would visit the Lake Chapala Society, just hang out at their cafe, meet some people, check out La Bodega. La Bodega, I have a video on La Bodega. They have live music every night. They have great food. They have at La Bodega. You can do a search on the internet for La Bodega Ajijic. La Bodega Ajijic. They have a Facebook page. You can find their phone number on there. In their hotel, restaurant, theater, entertainments, they have one Airbnb room furnished, and then you would be with the owner's name's Marta and Javier, and they both, Javier speaks fluent English, Marta speaks some English. If you stay with them in that Airbnb room for your week, you will meet a ton of expats and hear live music every night, almost except for Mondays. They're closed on Mondays. So what could you do for also, if you're going to go to Ajijic for a week, take one day, get a taxi, come over to Chapala, walk around a little bit, and take a day to go to Guadalajara. I have two people. I have Fernando. He'll take you to Guadalajara and give you a tour. He'll take you everywhere. Right below Fernando, I have the information for another guy. It's funny. it's funny. I have his card right here. Miguel Lemus. I need to do a video with Miguel, but he helped my cousin a lot when she moved from Guadalajara to Ajijic. And Miguel is a driver. He does tours. So you can contact Miguel. Miguel lives in Tlaquepaque. I'm going to say that Tlaquepaque is a part of Guadalajara, though technically it's not. You want to contact Miguel. Have him take you to Tlaquepaque and other places that he likes in Guadalajara. So if you go to Ajijic, you can walk around Ajijic in like a day. You can walk around Chapala in about 4 hours. But if you stay at La Bodega, those people are going to hook you up with expats that some of them will take you out and walk you around go to the internet and look for the Lake Chapala Society. Go to their website, see what events are going on for the week that you are coming here. I hope that helps you out. Okay, let's see. Oh, Eric Drews, thank you very much for your contribution to the cause here at the Bill the Geek channel. Thank you very much, Eric Drews. It's a tough, thankless job. I had one of our subscribers who comes regularly, and she said, Bill, I heard that YouTube charges you money, like when we give you money. Well, they do, but she said, how can I give you money without giving you money through YouTube? Well, now there is a description. There's a link in the description right below the text. It's the first link you see. It says donate money to Bill. You can click that link. It takes you right to PayPal, and then you can donate to the channel. You can donate $10, $20, $1 million. Yeah, donate $1 million. Or any dollar amount you want using PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. But thank you very much, Eric Drews, for that donation. Okay, Jackie, what can I do? We got that. Danita's seen it on Facebook. Alex, is it difficult to find good live-in help in Ajijic? Alex, I'm going to say flat out no. Go down to the lake. Go to La Bodega. I tell you, La Bodega is in a way kind of like the Lake Chapala Society, because all kinds of expats, good-hearted, old hippie expats go to La Bodega, and do a search for La Bodega Ajijic. There's so much help that you can get down here. Live-in help, help where Mexican nationals will come for a day and cook your food and run errands for you. There's all kinds of help down here, and it's super extremely affordable. And if you're even thinking about going to a nursing home, come on down here and you can get somebody to live with you very super inexpensively. Teresa's grandmother passed away last year. She was 97, and she had a woman. The woman didn't live with her, but she would come every day, cook her food, clean up what little parts of cleanup she needed to get cleaned up. So to answer that question, Alex, live-in help in I'm going to say in all of Mexico is super available and super affordable. And to take that a step further, anything you want to get done in Mexico is just a phone call away. And Mexico is extremely affordable, and Mexican nationals are very industrious, super hardworking, and very warm and kind. And once you hook up with them, they will watch your back and help you take care of whatever needs that you need. Okay, thank you for the taco money. Thank you for that taco money. We need taco money. Love to travel. Good morning, everybody. New Hampshire is starting to swing into cold. LOL. Loved your Amazon tour. Have you found your neighborhood? Okay, yeah. Well, on the Amazon, on the Mazatlan tour, I want to move there, but we're kind of in a tough situation because Teresa's mother is 80 years old and she has some health conditions, and so so she lives an hour away from here in Guadalajara. Teresa's going to go visit her tomorrow. Teresa has 9 brothers and sisters. Every Sunday they go to her mother's house. It's a very close family. So if I were single, I would be living in Mazatlan like last week. But Teresa and her mother, and Teresa's very hesitant, so it looks like we'll be here in Chapala. But I tell you what, if I were single, I'd be living in Mazatlan on the beach, eating good seafood, fresh lobster right now. Okay. Brian, have to ask, did you get your car fixed and how's it running? We were supposed to get the car back last night at 7 p.m. Then the guy sends us a message and he says, oh, your car won't be ready until Tuesday of next week. Thank you for asking. I had all my plans set up. Like today's Saturday. Tomorrow I was going to Jocotepec. I want to go see the circular pyramids in Guadalajara. I got my week all planned out for next week. And now we don't get the car back till Tuesday. And I bet we don't get the car back until Thursday. But that's better than 2 months away. But thank you so much for asking. Jack Webb, are the tours out to the tequila farms and or distilleries worth going to? I have not taken I've not taken the full tequila tour. Oh, but the guy Miguel Lemus, he does tequila tours, and prior to the virus, he was doing those like 2 or 3 times a week. I've heard that the tequila trains, you go to Guadalajara, you get on the train, and you're drinking tequila all the way to the tequila plantation. They show you how they grow the tequila. You're drinking tequila. They have mariachis on the train. I have taken a tequila tour where they grow and make tequila, and for me, it was okay. But it didn't really float my boat that well. It didn't excite me. I think it's worth doing one time, but but on the train they're going to play mariachi music. I'm not really in. I'm on a train. I'm going to be on the train for an hour and a half one way, maybe. I don't want to hear a mariachi movie. Put on some hard rock. Put on some funk. Put on some jazz. I don't want to hear mariachi music ever. Okay. I'm done there. I don't like mariachi music. Okay. I'm gonna head into some of these videos soon. Okay. Frank, good morning from Phoenix. Ola, Phoenix. I got married in my first time in Scottsdale, Arizona. But welcome, Frank. Bruce, Jack Webb, Robert, who has the Airbnb in Mazatlan. Okay, also has a tequila tour. Jack Webb, Robert. Okay. Jack Webb Robert, who has a Airbnb in Mazatlan, also has a tequila tour. When I took it 3 years ago, it was $50 and a good time. Very good, Bruce. Virginia deleted her message. Rob's S. Good morning, Bill. The tequila farms are very interesting, well worth it. There you go, you guys. The people know. The people know. Eric Drews, what did they do to your car? Rebuild it from the frame up? Yes, that's what they did, apparently. Virginia, hello. Virginia, the social worker. I believe you're in New York. Rob's. I'm really more interested in the coffee farms, etc. Very good, Rob's. Frank, saw posting for live help at Lake Chapala Society with price negotiable. And if you're looking at join Facebook groups. Join Facebook groups. Ajijic has a lot of expat Facebook groups. Chapala has a lot of expat Facebook groups. Join those groups, ask around, and you will get the answers to your questions. We're gonna go to I have 2 new videos up this week. One video is a very short tour, and it's a walking tour in Mazatlan where Robert, the owner, or the co-owner, he takes us on it's like a 10-block walking tour, and it was good. We went to a church. I've got some video of the church. We went to a really wild giant market. We went to get some seafood. That video, the link is in the description below. Also, we went to Stone Island in Mazatlan. That was a really good trip. I edited the video. I think I had fun editing that video. The trip was great. The people on the trip were great, but I've got videos of that, and I'm going to go to some of those videos right now. Okay. Now, this is a map of, you can see at the top of the map, Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast. And Reina del Mar Bed and Breakfast is like a half a block from the beach, a half a block from the largest Malecon in the world. It's 17 miles long. So Robert walked us down to the plaza. Then we walked down to the Cathedral Basilica of the Immaculate Conception, which is supposed to be, the Cathedral of the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception is supposed to be one of the top religious spots in Mazatlan. Then across the street from that is a church. Then we went to a fish market. So here's the church. This is the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. And it's about 4 blocks from the Airbnb where we stayed. And the place is huge, and they have all of these religious structures in there. It was built in they started building it in about 1856. The architecture is amazing. It can probably seat about 1,000 people. But if you watch the full video, I've got about 10 minutes of video on this icon of Mazatlan. Okay, that's one of my videos for today. Dave Hayden, Jackie, Ajijic and Chapala are very different. Ajijic is a small town with difficult sidewalks and roads. Nice galleries and great restaurants. Chapala is a small city, but very welcoming. Dave, great hotels and restaurants, lots going on. I would definitely spend at least 3 days in Chapala. Very good. Virginia. It's Virginia, your social worker pal from Long Island. I hope to be visiting Guadalajara next year, visiting my husband's family. I need to some natural thermal baths for my arthritis. Okay, Virginia, you want natural thermal baths between, I'm going to say right outside of Ajijic. That is the thermal bath capital of Lake Chapala area. I mean, they have like 10, 15 places you can go with all natural heat springs. And they do all kinds of weird, funky stuff to the water that comes up naturally out of the ground. You can stay there overnight. You can sit in the spring all day. It's awesome. So come on down and do that near Ajijic, Chapala. Okay. Eric Drews, your Mazatlan videos are great. I have to go. It appeals to me more than PV. I tell you, Mazatlan is great. After Robert took us to the church, he took us inside this market. Now, they have many markets like this all over Mexico. One of the biggest ones I've ever seen is in Guadalajara. It's under one roof, but it's like 4 square blocks. In this place, this is about a block away from the cathedral. And you can find all the stuff you ever wanted to buy in here. It's all very expensive. And what they do, you can find hats, caps, Mazatlan t-shirts. But sometimes I get stuck because I can't figure out what to say because my Spanish gets confused with my English. But they have these things called meat markets, and I forget how to say it in Spanish. But in there, well, we found this. Okay, I might stop this video. Yes, you can buy pigs' heads, cow heads, and there are taco shops. A popular taco in Mexico is tongue, pig tongue. Popular taco in Mexico is pig's tongue and pig's eyes. We can walk about 6 blocks from the house and get tacos made of pig's eyes. There's a dish down here known as carne asada, and that's a big time, super popular Mexico dish, carne asada. But they say that the best meat that you can get from carne asada is from the cow's head. So you can go to the butcher, you can get a pig's head, you can get a cow's head. But let's take this a bit further here. We're in the market. There are places to eat in here. Everything's really cheap. You could probably have them freeze the pig's head. People eat pig's snout. And also, and you can see they have all kinds of other pork. You don't have to buy the head. But another popular thing that they have are these things here. Pig's feet. And that is very popular. We went to a place with our neighbor. It was a taco shop, very nice, very clean. The food was super affordable. And she ordered pig's feet, and she was so happy to be eating pig's feet. I tried some. It didn't really float my boat, but whatever. Let's see what's going on over here. Phil L. Good morning, Bill. Mazatlan is beautiful for sure. Do you have any safety concerns about moving there? Phil, I have zero safety concerns for moving to Mazatlan. And I tell you what, Mazatlan was totally different than Puerto Vallarta. I think that Mazatlan had much more to offer. And what hit me, it took me a while to figure this out. But okay, you have the Malecon in Puerto Vallarta. Okay, let's say it's Saturday night. And they have these giant bars, and they're like 3 stories high, but the front of the bar is all open, looking at the ocean. So you can look in there and see these people partying. They're in front of the bar. You have people dancing on the dance floor. And I would go on Saturday night down to see these bars, and there are a lot of them on the beach in Puerto Vallarta. And it always hit me that the Malecon would be filled with people. I mean, thousands and thousands of people. It's Saturday night. But you would see many Mexican national families, and you could tell that they didn't have the money to go into the bars, because some of the bars would charge you like $4 or $5 to get in. The drinks would be expensive. And these people would be, these Mexican nationals would be standing in the Malecon on the dark, looking at these people in the bars, saying like, wow, how can these people afford to go party? Well, the Mazatlan Malecon was totally different. The bars on the Malecon in Mazatlan were filled with Mexican nationals, and they all appeared to be younger, like in their 30s, and they all appeared to have money. So Mazatlan is a sophisticated place with industry distribution centers, the headquarters of the Beer Pacificos in Mazatlan. Mazatlan has it going on. But moving fears about criminal activity in Mazatlan, I have zero concerns. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Uh-oh, wow, boy. While I was talking, you guys were doing things. My God. Okay. Oh, wow, I missed a lot. I was talking too much. Russ Shrewsbury. Mariachi bands should learn some funk. Russ, thank you. That's hilarious. Mariachi bands should learn some funk. You don't know, Russ. We have these contractors. They're building houses like one right across the street, right down the street, a block away, and they all crank up their mariachi music all day long. There are no noise laws. There are noise laws. You can ask them to turn the music down, but it's all mariachi. It's never rock and roll. It's never funk. It's always mariachi. It's never jazz, and they play that crap, I'm going to call it, all day. Now, that doesn't happen in Guadalajara, and I don't remember that going on in Puerto Vallarta, but here in the Chapala Ajijic area, it's like Mexican nationals live in a music time warp. It's all mariachi and banda. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, now, Virginia, Celsius rules. Hey, Bill, do you have to be a permanent resident of Mexico to purchase property? I believe the answer to that question, Celsius, is no. Now, we do videos with Katie Ibarra, and she has the answers to all of these questions. I believe that the answer to that question is no, but her contact information is in the description below. I have her Mexico phone number, her United States phone number, her email, and her Facebook page. She's from my hometown in Columbus, Ohio. She will get right back to you. Okay, Julia, would you recommend using Airbnb or local realtor for a month's stay in Lake Chapala or Ajijic? Okay, Julia, in the description below, there is a link and a phone number to a lady that specializes in only rentals. Contact her. Or Julia, you can contact Katie Ibarra. Now, Katie Ibarra has told me point blank that she only does sales of homes, no rentals. She does not do rentals, but Katie has lived here, I think, 10 years, and her heart is super big. Look in the description, email Katie, and she always will give you at least 3 to 5 links of people that can help you out. Connie Lopez, Carnicia is meat market. Thank you. Carniceria. Carniceria is meat market. Thank you, Connie Lopez. There are certain words in Spanish that I have a problem with. I mean, me and Teresa, we speak Spanish all day long. That's all we speak. Teresa de Anda speaks no English in our house. A word that I have a real problem with is parking. Connie, can you type out the word parking in Spanish, please? I can't even, it's like 6 or 7 syllables. It's like crazy. Rob's S. I am Slovak and we eat pig's feet. Okay, yeah, my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, they all ate pig's feet. For black people in the United States, that's what you call soul food. That's a part of a soul food dish. And I remember hearing my aunts and uncles talk about pig. Oh, let's go out. And they start, talking that black stuff, oh, let's go on down and get us some pig's feet and blah, blah, blah. Come on. But yeah, pig's feet, right on. Hey, Bill. Do you have to be a permanent resident? No, okay, we got that. Linda. Hola, Bill. We are still working on getting to Chapala. See you soon. Come on down. Let me know when you get here. Morning, Bill. Trace. Morning, Bill. I so appreciate all the info you give us. I went to check Reina del Mar for upcoming visit. They are pricey. For 4.5 days, it's $1,000 plus. Yeah, but they do a good job. And I tell you, the first time I went to Mazatlan, I went there by myself. I was there for a week. And but I was there with Robert and Sherry for 5 nights. And paying the extra money, you were going to have a great time, and they'll show you everything. You won't forget it. You may want to live there the rest of your life. Ledlow, realistically, if we were to live in Guadalajara, how long does it take to visit Chapala? Very good. Realistically, okay. On a very good day, to drive from Teresa, had a house in Zapopan. And you may as well say that that's Guadalajara, though technically it's like Tlaquepaque. Tlaquepaque technically is not Guadalajara. Zapopan is not technically Guadalajara, but it is. Zapopan, Tlaquepaque, Guadalajara, it's all the same. They just have legal differences in their status. But on a good day, to drive from Zapopan to Chapala is like a 45-minute drive. If you take that drive in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's going to take you 45 minutes. If you take that drive during a business day, it's going to take you about an hour. Now, Teresa's family was coming to visit us. This is pretty funny. Teresa's family was coming to visit us, and her brother, I don't know where this car, he had a little compact car, and they, out of the blue, let's go visit Teresa. Okay. So they had like 8 people in this compact car, and they thought it was going to be like a 45-minute drive. But there was an accident, and there's only one road, pretty much, to get from Guadalajara to Chapala. It's a 2-lane highway, but there was an accident, and it took them 8 hours to get here. 8 hours. There were 8 people in a compact car. By the time they got here, they were miserable. So on an average day, it's going to take you about an hour and 10 minutes to get from Guadalajara to Chapala. But if there's an accident on that highway, it could be a 3 to 8 hour drive. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Trace, Bill, most of your viewers are older or are retirees. How about a budget alternative for MZT? For $1,000, can I get a beautiful apartment for a month? Okay. What is MZT? Now let me say, Now, let me say, tell me, what is MZT? Tell me, what is MTZ? Okay. I helped a guy move down here from New Mexico. He used my immigration attorneys. He's living here now. He's renting a 1-bedroom apartment in Ajijic in a great location for $500 a month. My cousin has a great furnished apartment, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, right smack dab in the center of Ajijic for $650 a month. Also, cartel violence in Cancun, armed police all over the beaches and tourist areas. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Kathleen, dear, I just did the Guadalajara trip with Miguel. Highly recommend him. He knows all the good places. Kathleen, thank you for that tip. Thank you. And Miguel's information is in the description below. Celsius, hey, Bill. You have to be a permanent resident. I think I must be going backwards in time. Oh, Christine Prods, good morning, Bill and all. Love me some tacos de lengua. Tacos de lengua, that is tongue of pig or tongue of cow. And when I was in Puerto Vallarta, there was a taco stand 2 blocks away, just this little small place. I mean, it wasn't a place. It was on wheels. It was like a cart, a taco cart. And I was eating their tacos for about 2 years. They were great, little small tacos, and they tasted a little different, but I would eat them. They were wonderful. Walked down there 2 blocks, really cheap. And then after 2 years, I found out that they were cow tongue. Something about it just turned me off, and I stopped and I never went back. But they were really good, really juicy. They have a really different taste. That is soul food also. Black people eat cow tongue. They just don't talk about it. Okay. MTZ is terrific. Well, somebody tell me, what is MTZ? Christine Prowse, good morning, Bill and all. Okay. Let me go down. Celsius, no, I just bought a place without a visa. Very good. Very good. I did need a domicilio, though. Okay. Well, whatever that is. Ludlow, is there a modern suburb of Guadalajara with less pollution? Yes, you can find suburbs in Guadalajara. There are many of them, but the air quality of Guadalajara overall, I'm going to say even in the suburbs, is challenged because there are so many cars there. So many cars, so much industry. It's not super terrible, but when we go to visit Guadalajara, our eyes burn after living in Chapala. Chapala is clean. It's the best climate in the world. I'm going to say overall, wherever you live in Guadalajara, there is going to be some air quality challenge. What else is happening here? My favorite music station is the B.B. King Blues Station. Who doesn't like B.B. King? I saw B.B. King at Ohio State in concert when I was about 38 years old. That man was fabulous. Parking. Senor Mexico, 1968. Okay, if you guys look in the comments down there, estacionamiento. That means parking. And they have signs like no parking. Estacionamiento. Estacionamiento. Amiento. 8 syllables. 8 syllables. Parking. Okay? I'll tell Teresa. I'll say, Teresa, that's 8 syllables. And she didn't anymore. She just shakes her head. She says, I didn't make up the language, okay? It's not my fault. Okay. Estacionar. Estacionar. 5 syllables. Parking. 2 syllables. Thank you very much for your help, Senor Mexico. Rob S. Well, I must have been black in a past life because I love pig's feet. That's funny. Okay, Sergeant. Max Ola, is there any zoning rules for building or converting homes or commercial property? I have no idea, Sergeant. Again, below in the description, there is Katie Ibarra, and she's a realtor. That's all she does is realtor. She's true blue, very honest, loving, and she'll give you all the information that you can handle. But email her directly. She also has a Facebook page, and that information is in the description below. Riff, oh, Bill Buddy, are you a permanent resident of Mexico? If you are, do you also have dual citizenship in the USA? Riffo, I have a permanent visa. I've been here 16 years, so I think for about 5 years I would just go back and forth every 180 days. Then I got a 2-year visa. Then I got another 2-year visa. Now I have a permanent visa. And my attorneys, you can contact my immigration attorneys. That's Ibarro y Naomi. Their email is in the description below. They helped me get 2-year visas. They helped me get my permanent visa. And after I got my permanent visa, Naomi asked me, well, if you would like to get your Mexican citizenship, we can do that for you also. In that case, then I would have dual citizenship. But I'm trying to figure out what would be the benefit of having dual citizenship. I'm cool. I got a permanent visa. I don't need anything. I mean, I can just live here. I have my U.S. passport. I'm good to go. So I have not yet to learn the benefit of becoming a Mexican citizen. That's just another government that wants more information about me. So for me, I'm leaving it alone for now. Julia, if you buy property in Lake Chapala or Ajijic, do you have to set up a bank trust? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Contact Katie Ibarra. Ask her these questions. She will fill you in. She will help you find an affordable house also. Oh, MZT. Sorry, airport code. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know that. MZT is airport code for Mazatlan. I didn't know. Okay, didn't mean to be a downer about crime. Just know some folks who come down hit a couple of places. Want everyone to love Mexico and be safe. Thank you, Trace. Thank you, Trace. I haven't had any problems with crime in Mexico in 16 years. But I stay away from drugs. I stay away from challenging people. I stay away from prostitutes, always have. I go home early. So yeah, I have had no problems in 16 years, but generally I'm in my house by 8 a.m. or when the sun goes down. If I'm up late, I'm with somebody in Trace's family or neighbors and friends. Okay, Jack Webb, my wife and I had a great telephone conversation with Katie Ibarra this week. We all three did chuckle a bit when you fell outside the front door of that house. Just glad you weren't hurt. Katie is great. Katie, and she's honest, true blue, and hard working. Okay, let's go to another clip here. Here was one of the best parts of this walking tour. And I mean, you walk about 2 blocks from the market and there's all this fresh seafood out there. You can see those were lobsters, those shrimp, the shrimp and the prices, and those shrimp. Look at my finger. Look at my finger. Look at the size of that shrimp. The shrimp is almost twice as big as my finger, and is super cheap. This is all fresh out of the ocean. And this is all like 5 blocks from the Malecon. Here we have squid, fresh octopus, fresh scallops. I do believe that is clam or oysters in that little white bag. I mean, this is Mazatlan. We have all this fish in Chapala, but we can't eat it because the lake is so polluted. But living in Mazatlan, you have access to all of this fresh fish. That was awesome. Teresa bought like a couple of kilos of shrimp on the trip, and a couple of kilos of shrimp. And Robert and Sherry gave us a styrofoam container. So we refrigerated it all the way here, and we still have to take Robert's styrofoam container back to him at his sex shop. And I'll do that as soon as I get the car back. But one of the best parts of our walk from Reina de Mar Airbnb was when Teresa found, what did she find? She found this. She found these clams. And I mean, look at all of them. Those are all fresh, right out of the ocean. I'm not a clam person, but and they were really cheap. I don't know what she paid for these, but they were so inexpensive. She's chowing them down fresh. Okay, she's getting ready to enjoy herself greatly. There you go, right there. These are the benefits of living in Mazatlan, in Mexico. Super cheap prices for food, fresh. How do you mess this up? What do? You eat fresh shrimp, or you go to McDonald's. What are you gonna do? There you go. That's one of the videos below. We take you through the market. We go through the church. We go to the fish market. It was as far as a tour goes. And yeah, Reina del Mar Airbnb. It's a little on the pricey side, but they're going to show you the best things to do, the best places to eat in Mazatlan. I mean, go to a hotel. Find stuff on your own. Okay, whatever. Okay. Let me go back here. I got to go back, catch up. Alex, the U.S. doesn't allow Americans to have a Mexican and a passport. Canadians, though, are allowed to possess 2 passports. Okay, Alex, I know a Canadian. He has a U.S. passport, he has a Canadian passport, and he has a Mexican passport. So I don't know how he did it, and that was like 10 years ago. Riffo, Bill, are you still being taxed by the USA? And even though you're residing in Mexico, Riffo, I've been here it's almost 17 years now. I file my taxes every year. Every year I pay $50 to DHL so I can track my tax return, make sure it gets to the Internal Revenue Service before April 15th. I'm a U.S. citizen, so I have to abide by all of the IRS tax rules, and I file every year, and I have all of my tax returns sitting over here in a little box for 16 years. Okay, Ludlow, I think as a Mexican citizen, you could go to Cuba, no problem. Okay, whatever. Mark Tucker, hey Bill, what's shipping time on lipo batteries? Mark, good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house, Mark. I saw CMT 63, but what's shipping time on lipo batteries and drone parts? I'm thinking on buying new RC Healy and radio, but wondering if I should buy before moving to Chapala or want be problem buying after move. Mark, I just ordered 4 batteries for my Mavic Air through Amazon. Oh, that was like 2 or 3 months ago. And the shipping, Amazon, if you order through Amazon, your stuff gets down here most of the time really fast. And you can order through US Amazon or Amazon MX. I have an account with Amazon MX, and you save a lot of money on shipping. But your stuff will get here really fast through Amazon if the availability is easy. Sometimes I order stuff on Amazon and it gets here in 3 or 4 days. And Amazon will tell you how long it's going to take to get here. Now, if you can, buy that stuff ahead of time. And buy the stuff ahead of time. Then once you get to Chapala or Ajijic, join the Lake Chapala Society and start meeting people. Go to La Bodega, meet people there. And then people openly, Americans, Canadians openly will say, oh, we're going to go visit our family for a week. We're going to go visit here for a week. Do you want anything from the United States? That's super common. And if you know people, you can say, oh, well, I need these parts. I need this. I need that. So no problem. Amazon, I tell you, I never ordered anything from Amazon before I lived in Chapala. But we have a neighbor who is a New Yorker. And I talk about her frequently. Her name is Camille. She's lived all over the world. But the security people call her the box lady. Camille orders stuff from Amazon like every day. And what did I order? The first thing from Amazon. It's a dispenser for our 5-gallon water bottle. All these lights that you can't see are from Amazon. This microphone is from Amazon. My Canon M50 is from Amazon. My audio system for the microphone is from Amazon. I have all these external hard drives sitting in front of me. These are all from Amazon. We're going to upgrade our iMacs and quadruple their speed. I'm going to do all of that through Amazon. Amazon gets the job done. Okay, now, Oh, I'm backed up. Dave Hayden, Viva la Mexico. Mexico, I love Mexico. I love Mexico. Again, a lot of you, we got like 70 people in the house live. 70 people in the house live. We got 24 likes. If you got a finger, it looks like this and it ain't got nothing to do, feel free to click the like button. But also, I'm trying to remember, we get like 600 views a week from people who watch after the broadcast. And people have asked me, well, how can I give you money after the broadcast? Well, it's easy. There's a link below. It's brand new. Just put it in this week. It's the first link in our description. It's a donate link. Feel free to click the donate link, and you can give me as little or as much money as you would like to help support the Bill the Geek channel. Okay. Oh, I didn't mention my wife, Teresa. Teresa has 2 new videos. I'm late. It's like a tuna casserole. It was fabulous. I'll be putting that link up next week. Also, she made this stuff yesterday. This was a 2-day cooking extravaganza. And she's preparing this video now. It's a fabulous video. So I'll be posting that video this weekend. Wait till you see this. I don't even, it's like a combo kind of thing. And after she finished making the food, and when she makes this food, it's, you ought to see her. I call the kitchen her office. And you ought to see her when she's working in her office. It's like an extravaganza. She's got all these camera lights, and she's using the pot, the Instapot thingy. She's got the stove going. But she finished yesterday, and I was in the office editing a video. I was in here in the studio editing a video, and I just heard her going, she was going, like that. I thought she was having sex with somebody, but it ended up that she had just finished making this stuff, and then she heated some up for me. It was a taco. I think it's like a marlin taco, and she had guacamole in it with tomato, but she turned it into more than that. And that's the video that I'll be uploading, that I'll be sharing with you next week. But you want to, a link to her video, her latest video is down in the description below. You can click that, but her website is teresadeanda.com, and you can see 200 videos on her website in Spanish and English. But check it out. She has about 477 subscribers. She's trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so that she can get monetized. So if you like her videos, if you like her meals, subscribe. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. But check out the videos. More to come soon. That's teresadeanda.com. Woo, wow. Okay. Alex, hello, Bill from Redland, California. Cool. I went to El Pinguino restaurant. It was good. Thank you, Bill. Alex, we have a video. If you do a search for best restaurant in, I think, Chapala, this place called Pinguino's, and it's like a shack. It's a shack out in the middle of nowhere, kind of, sort of. But this guy in Chapala, he's a Mexican national. He's famous for his shrimp. And he makes trips to Guadalajara to get his shrimp. We know the guy. If you want some shrimp and you're in the Chapala Ajijic area, you want to go to Pinguino's. Also, Pinguino's buys his own tequila. I don't know where he gets it from, but one day Teresa said, I'm going to go to Pinguino's and get some of his tequila. So he has tequila in like 5-gallon containers from Guadalajara, and you can buy his tequila. You have to take your own bottle. He'll fill you up. It's really cheap. His tequila is excellent, and it's very smooth and powerful. It is exceptional. Okay, here we go. Okay, Biba, Rob S. You can't see it, but is that seafood in ice? Yes. Yeah, all of the seafood that you just saw is on ice. It's all taken care of. Okay. Skyrider 55. When you see fish on the menu at a restaurant in the Lake Chapala area, is it lake fish? You really have to check that out. Skyrider 55, that's an excellent question. If you go to Pinguino's sells fish, none of his fish. He sells a lot of shrimp, but he also sells a lot of fish. And all of his fish is from the ocean. Across the street from Pinguino's is an excellent restaurant. It's called Lake Chapala. It's right across the street. They have excellent seafood. None of their seafood comes from the lake. Now, the thing is, every morning when we walk down the Malecon, you see about 20 fishing boats out getting fish from the lake. If you walk through the city, you'll see locals selling hundreds of fish from little stands in front of their houses. People are eating the fish. Some of the local restaurants will be cooking the fish and selling the fish. So you want to be very careful, and you want to ask people, where is the fish from? Is it from the lake or is it from the ocean? Lake in Spanish is lago. Ocean is mar. Lago or mar. You want to be able to know how to ask those questions. But most reputable restaurants don't sell any fish from the lake. Okay, love to travel. Teresa eats seafood like a pro. She looked very happy, didn't she? Let's go to another video. We're going to take a trip. Robert took us on this trip to Stone Island. This is the second video posted under my latest videos. And I had fun shooting the video. I had fun editing the video. It's a 22-minute video, and I added some music to it, but I tried to make it fun for you guys to watch. So you can see way up there on the top of the map is the Reina del Mar bed and breakfast. So we had to take transportation. It was about a 15-minute ride in, it's kind of like in the back of a pickup truck. We had 11 people in there. And we had to go get the boat. We had the data. Okay. For some reason, we disconnected and we reconnected. We should be good to go. If we're not good to go, I think we're all good to go. Okay. My software disconnected and reconnected. But anyway, this trip was amazing. I'm going to go back to me. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? We had an internet disconnection and reconnection. YouTube says that we are okay. My software system says that we are okay. I'm just waiting for someone to confirm that we are okay. YouTube says we are okay. But anyway, this video is down there. I don't see any more messages coming in. I'll just type something here. Can you hear me, folks? Somebody help me out. Help me out. Somebody tell me. Can you hear me, folks? Teresa, are you there? If you can hear me, somebody say something. I think we may be disconnected. I don't know. Everybody, it looks like we're connected. Teresa, is it okay? It's okay. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Alex, you're a pleasure to watch. Love how you explain stuff. See you in December. Alex, come on down. Riff O. I live in California in a mostly Hispanic neighborhood, and at any given time, without warning, someone cranks up either mariachi or band of music, and it absolutely drives me bonkers. I feel the exact same way. James, American can go to Cuba via Mexico. Book your trip in Mexico. We did Mexico 10 years ago. Amazing trip. Jack Webb, my CPA is remote. Even from us, we just gave him written permission to file tax returns. I usually just mail it in. Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take this trip. Let's go ahead and take the trip here. We saw the map. So, again, Reina del Mar, Reina del Mar is only, it's just right. I mean, you're right down the street. So we're going to leave this place, and then we're going to load up the van, and then we're going to take off. And there's a Sherry And there's the little pickup truck. We're going to get 11 of us in there. And we're going to go to Stone Island. I had really a lot of good time making this video. It was an excellent trip. The food was great, but you might want to check out this video. I think we have a connection problem here. I'm not getting any comments. I just got a like. And the people on the trip staying at the Airbnb, they were such wonderful, interesting people. All of them were retired professionals. They had all traveled the world. It was great. Really wonderful. Okay. So we go over there, we eat some food. I thought
they're expecting 50,000 people.
Was a little bit pricey, but I think the best part of the trip was seeing Teresa hold this iguana. And I think that we're disconnected. I see people leaving. I think that to do this again, I would have to end the stream. So, okay, I think we're disconnected. So we're going to disconnect here any second. This is Bill the Geek. We're having some type of connection problem. I don't know what it is. Now it looks like people are connecting. If you can hear me, somebody please leave me a comment. Let's see if I can put a comment. Here. Let's see what's going on. Uh-oh. Nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Okay. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. I couldn't see the comments coming in. I was freaking out. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All is good. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank you so much. Live, Alex Foley in the house. Live from the Poconos to Bill and the gang, as in Cool and the gang. Buenos dias, everyone. Eric, you're good. Thank you very much, you guys, letting me know. I couldn't see the comments. I was freaking out. Hello. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Woo. Oh. Thank you so much. Okay. Well. Okay. Before, let me at least show you guys the boat ride. Okay. The boat ride there. This was pretty cool. The boat ride and okay, now some people have said that this 5-night stay is kind of pricey, but how would I know to take a shuttle from the Malecon, whatever hotel I was staying in, to this pier, and then take a boat from the pier across the pier, and then from the pier, take another shuttle to the restaurant that's on the beach? How am I going to figure that out? Okay. And we did this with stuff all week. We paid a little extra money to take the trip, but it was well worth it. Now we're going to go through these back roads, and dirt streets to get to this fabulous location. I mean, and people say, oh, well, it's a little pricey, but I tell you what, man, 5 nights of doing this, it was fabulous. Okay, let's see what's going on down here. Thomas, hi from the Great White North. Hello, Thomas. Bruce, you're coming through loud and clear. Thank you very much, Bruce. Jackie, Is Thanksgiving celebrated in Chapala? The answer is no. Okay, Mexicans do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Many Americans do. And there are many places to eat. Many times I've talked about, oh, here we go. Okay, this place here, it's called La Nueva Posada. Let me type this in. Okay, thank you. James R. Present. Okay, let me type this in. L-A-N-N-A. Okay, P-S-A. Okay, now this place right here. This place right here, La Nueva Posada. And if you copy that and do a search for them in Google, I've recommended many subscribers stay there. It's a nice place to stay. They have a great restaurant. It's not a Marriott, but it's a nice place. The people are very friendly. They have outdoor dining right next to the lake. But they have an excellent Thanksgiving Day menu. I believe you would need a reservation. There are a lot of restaurants that have the full Thanksgiving meals available. Turkey, dressing, cranberry sauce, the whole deal. Last year, at the major supermarkets, Walmart, Suriana, you can buy like giant turkeys that are real turkeys. And last year, Teresa made her first turkey. She went to Google and looked up how to make a turkey. It was fabulous. That food lasted us until Christmas. So, and then our neighbors, we might get together with our neighbor for Thanksgiving. And I'm sure they're doing something at the Lake Chapala Society or at La Bottega. I'm sure they're doing something. So Americans do celebrate Thanksgiving with great food. All the food is here that you want to make your Thanksgiving dinner. And there are many restaurants available to purchase or to go eat the meal there. Dark Star. Do you often travel by car to see sites outside Lake Chapala or the town you live in? I'm wondering how safe you feel just to hit the road, assuming you only travel during daylight. Dark Star, we take trips when we have the car. We should have the car again, like by Thursday. But when we have the car, we take trips all the time. Like we drove to Puerto Vallarta. I've driven to Puerto Vallarta several times. It's like a 5-hour drive. We drove to Mazatlan. That's not Mazatlan is like a 2-hour drive. That's all 2-lane driving through the mountains, through small towns. Beautiful. I'm trying to think of the town south of Puerto Vallarta where Teresa's son lives. Small town. I did a video on it. I forget the name. But we've driven there several times. We drive back and forth to Guadalajara frequently. I'm going to do many trips to small towns. I have no problem driving in the daytime. I would never drive at nighttime in Mexico. The reason being, it's not so much for crime, it's animals. You never know when you're going to see, and you can be on a paid toll road. You never know when you're going to see a cow in the middle of the road, or a goat, or a pig, or a horse. They don't have fencing systems like in the United States. And I remember the first time I drove down here from Maryland, I didn't know about toll roads. I didn't know that they had toll roads and free roads, so I was on the free roads by accident. And many times you'll be driving down the freeway and a guy will be herding maybe 40 goats right next to the road. So, but in the daytime, at least you can see the cow before you hit the cow. Okay, now, Thomas, also, I'm one of your younger viewers. Myself and my family want to move down with our kids. How are the schools for my two kids, 2 and 5 years old? Okay, Thomas, bringing kids to Mexico. Bringing kids to Mexico. They do have good school systems in places here. We have a very good school that's a couple blocks away. There are also these schools called American schools. They call them, or I think in Guadalajara, they call them international schools, or there are many private schools. But you're going to have to talk to some educators. But you need to talk to somebody with children. And, let me say this. Teresa's daughter is a doctor she's a marine biologist. So she graduated from the University of Guadalajara. Her husband is a general practitioner doctor. You might go to, try this. In the description below, we have Teresa's son-in-law's website, and it's called Doctors at Home. And his name is Aurelio. Just go to his website and ask him and say, hey, you're a doctor, your wife's a doctor. I want to move to the United States. I have 2 kids. What do you think about the education systems? I would say that would be a good way to go. They both use the system. They're educated with the system. Give it a shot. Now, James, must be the tequila, Bill. Yeah, I've been hitting the tequila pretty hard. Thomas, I also enjoy your lives on Saturday. My kids love the outdoors, so. Yeah, Mexico's a great place. Trace, Bill, does the room rate at Reina del Sur include all these tours you mentioned? If yes, then that's a good deal. You are right. Okay, Trace, here's what you want to do. Contact Sherry. Trace, now I'm not sure where you're located, but if you are in Ajijic, everything is included. You're going to get in a Mercedes van. You're going to go for 5 or 6 hours. They stop every 2 hours. You'll stop at a Subway store, some other places. Okay. Everything's good. What did we pay for? Now, with the tour, you get breakfast every morning for free. It's an excellent breakfast. What do you pay for? Like when we took those shuttle rides, I think, okay, when we went to Stone Island, we had to take one shuttle, then a boat ride, then another shuttle. So Robert charged everybody per person 30 pesos for all of that combined, round trip. That was 30 pesos. That's $1.50 a person. That's for round trip. More or less, you're getting 2 shuttle. More or less, you're getting 6 shuttle rides and 2 boat rides for $1.50. We paid for that. The breakfasts were free. All of the dinners that we went out on, I'll be doing 3 dinner videos all in one, probably in the next few days. But all of those dinners, each person paid for their own food in the restaurant. So Robert picks up your breakfast, and you can eat all you want for breakfasts. But we ate so much food, I could hardly eat anything. I had to tell Sherry, only 1 egg, 1 piece of bacon, please. So So you pay for your transportation to get around, but that's very cheap. But in the evenings, you do pay for your own dinner at the restaurants. Woo, I hope that answered your question. Cindy, Juggle Goddess, late to the party. Hello, Bill. Hello, friends. Cindy, thank you so much for joining us. Dark Star, thanks. Sightseeing things in my region would be my favorite thing. Don't want to be sitting around in a small town all of the day, or even a large city. No, it was really great on this tour. It was really great on this tour to get out and do things. It was fabulous. Axel Foley, are there a lot of street parades celebrating Christmas? Oh, Trace is in San Francisco. Okay, Axel Foley, I'm going to come back to you. Trace is in San Francisco now. Okay, Trace. Robert and Sherry, they told me that they do this tour twice a month, but I think sometimes they only do it once a month. Okay, now, Trace, look in the description, email Sherry. And though they have made this trip for people that live in Ajijic, that's why they have this van, right? So the van takes you to Mazatlan, it brings you back, you're all good to go. But coming from San Francisco, all you would do is email Sherry, tell her you want to take the tour. Then you would fly into Guadalajara. No, you would fly right into Mazatlan. You would fly into Mazatlan and just take like a taxi to the hotel. You could be there waiting for the people to show up on the shuttle. They might give you a reduced rate because you're not coming in the van. That's what I would talk to Sherry about. Ask Sherry, tell her, I'm in San Francisco. I want to take the tour. Can I just show up? And I tell you, that is a long ride on the van. It's like 5 or 6 hours. We arrived at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You could be sitting at the bed and breakfast waiting on the other people to show up, hanging out at the pool, having a beer. That's what I would think about. Now, as far as Christmas goes, Axel Foley, as far as Christmas goes, Christmas is celebrated very similar to Christmas in the United States. A big difference being is that Christmas is pretty much celebrated Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is huge. Super family parties, a lot of food, a lot of dancing, some gift exchange going on for large like all of Teresa's. You go over to her mom's house Christmas Eve, and there's going to be like 300 people in there. Super good music, no mariachi music. We're talking about grooving, jamming music, maybe a DJ with great food. Around 11:30, they pull out the piñata, and everybody has a chance to hit the piñata and break it open. As far as exchanging gifts, that gets done on Christmas days at the family, at the mom, dad, the kids level, and then January 6th is the day to give gifts to children. Now, and they have a lot of Christmas parades. And I want to thank Eric Drews for donating $4.99 to the channel. I appreciate that. This is what I do for a living, to get the car out of the shop. And anyone to help support the channel, feel free to click the little $sign and contribute so I can keep doing this and don't have to live on the street. But when I lived in Puerto Vallarta, starting around the 15th of December, they have processions. They have they have a famous church right in Old Town. They call it Centro, Old Town Vallarta. I think it's called Guadalupe. And that's where it's the Church of the Virgin of Guadalupe. And for 15 days, up to the day of Christmas, they have small towns and villages, and they have a parade. These small towns and villages may be 60 or 30 miles away, and their parade comes to the Church of Guadalupe in Central. And it's kind of weird because every town has its own virgin, and the virgin is usually like 13 or 14 years old. But then they have the Catholic type stuff, and usually the school has a little band that's playing, and they're marching. They have the virgin, but also it's Catholicism mixed with what do you call it? Aztec and Mayan people with feathers and Mayan or Aztec traditional clothing. So you have it's a mixture of Catholicism and pre-Columbian culture, and for 15 nights. You have different processions coming into Puerto Vallarta. I don't know if they have that going on throughout Mexico, but in each city gets it done a little different. But there is a Christmas is huge down here. Okay. There you go. Now Axel Foley, this is a great question. Is Christmas celebrated? Dark Star, thank you for relating your experience. It's very... Oh, Dark Star, Dark Star, thank you so much. You guys don't know, man. This is a lot of work to get this done. I start thinking about you guys Saturday afternoon when I sign off, and I start thinking about these videos all week. And I want to do a good job. I want to have fun. I want to be informative. But Dark Star, thank you so much for the contribution. This is how we float the boat here, but thank you so much. Brian, thank you. Bill, look forward to your live feed every Saturday. Also enjoy all the viewers' comments and questions. You rock. Brian, thank you so much. And thank all you guys for showing up. And it's fun. I get nervous when I sign on, because when I sign on, I sign in at 9:30. I sign in at 9:30 Central Time just to make sure all of the internet stuff is working, what problems you're going to have. And then you can see, and then from my end on YouTube, you can see viewers waiting. Okay. So at 9:30, viewers waiting to view is always at 0. Okay. And then I think last week around 9:45, I had like 3 or 4 people waiting to view. But sometimes it's like 5 till 10. I got like 3 people waiting to view. And I'm thinking, oh no, there's only going to be like 2 people here today. But I'm just happy you guys are here. You guys ask so good questions, and a lot of questions I can't answer, so someone else in the group answers those questions. Oh, what happened? What? No way. Wow, all of a sudden I just made like $19. Who was that? Trace. Oh my God. Thank you, Trace. Trace, Doc Star, Eric Drews, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I just want to do oh, wow. Oh, I just want to do a good job. I just want to do a good job. Just want to do a good job, do the right thing, have fun. People show up, make some good videos. That's what life is all about. And good people. You guys are such good people. Good people show up here and we have so much fun. So thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Thomas. Yes. Send Aurelio and tell Aurelio his wife's name is Diana. Thomas. I forgot something. I forgot this. Trace, thank you so much. Ding, let me hit this button right. Trace, thank you so much for the contribution. And also CMT63. I really like the videos of Mazatlan. Thanks, like a nice place to visit, but we want to be in Ajijic area. Yeah. Thank you very much, CMT63 and Mark, for contributing. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Yeah, I tell you what. Thank you so much for contributing, you guys. CMT63, I do want to say that I do these videos. Okay, somebody asked me if I worried about driving around. The town that we went to was Malaki. Malaki is like a 4 or 5 hour drive. Let me say this, okay. And no, I don't worry about driving to Malaki. And Malaki is a nice drive. And when you drive around Mexico, it's beautiful. You see all these giant mountains. You don't see these mountains in Ohio. I never saw mountains like this until I went to Denver. I was like, 38 years old then. But now if you're in Ajijic, if you're in Chapala, if you're in Puerto Vallarta, if you're in Guadalajara, there are giant mountains everywhere. It's beautiful. But what's my point? What's my point? It's wonderful. So CMT63. You say you want to live in Ajijic. Well, I tell you what, I make all these trips, and everywhere I go, I fall in love with. And as soon as I get back to Chapala, I make a video that I tell you guys, I'm moving to Malaki. I'm moving to Mazatlan. But then after a week, I settle down, and Ajijic is a great place to live. Chapala is a great place to live, and both are ranked the best climates in the world. And there are enough, if you don't speak Spanish, there are enough Americans to help break the ice here. I speak Spanish. There used to be a time before I was with Teresa where my Spanish was okay, but extremely challenged, is still challenged. Ajijic Chapala is an excellent place to live, and you can always visit other places. Right now, I've got the hots for Mazatlan. Okay, we're not going anywhere. We own the house. Okay, we can do videos. We work online. It doesn't matter. But I love Malaki. I love Mazatlan. But I guess we'll be living in Chapala. I'm just following up on a comment from CMT63. Trace, we're seeing your heart, Bill. Quite a man. Thank you so much. Cindy, we are a bunch of fans, Bill. Thank you very much, Cindy. Abba, thank you, Abba. I know who you are. Girl. D. Harris, hello, Bill. I'm all LIL late thinking about your Saturday stream. Did you get a head rush with all that breathing? Did you get Teresa de Anda, Linda, Bill, believe me, you are so much appreciated. Thank you, Linda. Cream cheese. No, that's cheem crease. Yeah, okay. Hi, Bill. You know, Lake Chapala is too shallow for large boats, and it has some accumulated junk under the waterline, but how practical is it for an individual to take out a small rowboat or kayak? Okay, Cheam Crease. I love that name. Cheam Crease. Okay, Cheam Crease. To get in a kayak, we have a neighbor, and he's a young guy. He's about 28 years old. He's an architect, very bright guy, very hard working. Axel Foley, thank you, Axel Foley, for your contribution. I gotta click the money button for that. Axel Foley, love your movies. Please make some more. Please make some more. But Cheam Crease, the guy down the street, his name is Jonathan, and he's an architect. Young guy, he's about 28. He has a kayak, and he goes fishing in the lake almost every week. Every Saturday morning he goes. He throws all the fish back. He does it just for sport. And he's from Chapala. And great guy. He just loves getting his kayak, go out, da-da-da. Our neighbors, they live 4 houses down. They have, in Spanish, it's called a lancha. It's a motorboat. He has a nice motorboat. He goes fishing. Sometimes Jonathan will go fishing with him. They throw all the fish back, but they get in their motorboat. It's a night. If I were in Ohio, I would want to have a motorboat like this. And they go around the lake. If you have a motorboat, for us to go, there's a place called, it's on the other side of the lake. We can go to the lake from here. We can walk there in like 15 minutes. We can see the other side of the lake. The place I'm thinking of is Mazatlan. For us to drive to Mazatlan is going to take about 2 hours. In his little motorboat, he can drive straight across the lake. I think he could be there in a half an hour. It's beautiful. And in Ajijic and Chapala, you can rent these motorboats, and they'll take you around the lake. Costs like 300 pesos. 300 pesos, that's like $15. You'll be out in the lake for like an hour. You can go to an island, to a restaurant. They'll take you from Chapala to Ajijic, or from Ajijic to Chapala. So being on the lake is a very enjoyable situation, especially if you're with your family, with your wife, with your boyfriend, and then you can just rent your own lancha. I don't know how late they go, but even though the lake is very shallow and very polluted, it's a wonderful experience. Oh, better yet, send Bitcoin. Okay. That girl, Terry, you're not only doing a good job, you're doing an excellent job. It's all good in the neighborhood. Thank you, that girl. I hope everything's going great for you. Cindy, don't forget to hit that like button, folks. Thank you, Cindy. She always pumps it up. We got 61 people in the house and 45 likes. So if your finger is free and you ain't got nothing to do, like, come on, like that. Okay. CMT 63, we kind of figure that Ajijic area is a good place for a base to visit a lot of great places in Mexico. CMT 63, I think you're exactly right. The Chapala Ajijic area, as far as money goes, is kind of crazy, because Ajijic can be kind of like San Francisco, where you pay crazy prices for stuff, but also they have reasonable stuff. Chapala stuff is really reasonable. And if you get out into the Jocotepec area, then your prices are super reasonable. Or even Guadalajara has super reasonable prices. But the climate here is great. I do not like it. It's November 20th. At nighttime is 57 degrees. That may be a bit chilly for Florida or Arizona. But I don't like December through February at nighttime, but in the daytime, it's going to go up to 72, 75, maybe 80 degrees every day. It's going to be sunny all the time. This environment's great. It's very inexpensive. So Chapala Ajijic works for me. And like CMT 63 says, from here, you can travel within 2 to 5 hours. You can go to some great places. Thomas, just a quick question on permanent visa. Do both people have to have a online work, or can it be one person can be employed if she makes more money than enough for the whole family? I wanted to sow A and B. I wanted to invest in B and B host owner type. Okay, Thomas, tell you what. Below, again, I'll say, Thomas, you can contact Albero and Naomi. Their information, Albero's email is below in the description. He has helped at least 100 of my subscribers get their temporary and permanent visas over the last 6 months. He has helped me get 3 visas over the last 6 years. He's fabulous. Email him directly and he will answer your question, and maybe he will do the work for you to get your visa. Woo! We've been watching the weather in Chapala and Ajijic. It's very close to what we have in Punta Gorda, Florida. Very good. Claudia, first thing I do is hit the like button, then enjoy the live. Thank you, Claudia. Well, you guys, we've been at it for 2 hours, and it's time for Bill the Geek to start Saturdays. I call today Dia de Agua because it hasn't rained in 2 weeks, so Bill's got to go water the grass. So thank you so much for clicking the like button. Thank you for your donations. Next week, I'm putting out a dinner video. I'm putting out another video. We'll have Trace's videos ready. Should have the car back by Tuesday or Thursday. What else is going on? For you people that are watching recorded, if you want to contribute to the channel, to the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, help us buy some tacos. In the description, there's a link. You can click the link and donate through PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express if you're watching the recorded version. So we're getting ready to get out of here. Happy Thanksgiving early. It's a short week for you working people. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Party with the turkey. I'd like to eat it. So we'll be doing our full-fledged Thanksgiving broadcast next Saturday live at 10 a.m. Oh yeah, Abba, contact Albero for my temporary residency visa. Thanksgiving. Abba, I know who you are, but I'm not going to say it. Thank you very much, everyone. Everyone have a super wonderful Thanksgiving. This is Bill the Geek. This is the Bill the Geek channel signing off. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh.